Sundowns going head to head with Cotton Sports. So now let's talk about Richards Bay versus Orlando Pirates. Mr. Junior, what are your thoughts on that game as we move closer and closer to it?
Yeah, Richards Bay, they lost about 8 games this season. Since January beginning. They've signed experienced players from Orlando Pirates. Tsigelelo Nyawuza, Basainile Mabaso, Abel Mabaso, Levuyo Memeda. But they're not using them. Zung as well, the guys playing in the middle. Those are quality players, especially Zung. Mabaso at the back. I love Mabaso, right back. I love him at the back, right back. Memela, good player, can score, especially with players that they've got, the Richards Bay. They are a new team from DSTV Premiership. They got promoted last season, in the beginning of last season. So, I don't understand. Kiboni, co-coaches, one bam Timothy. The other one is more of a head coach now. I don't understand what they're doing. Or is it because of team divided now? Playing against Orlando Pirates, that team I change every day.
So we still haven't found the winning combination.
Yeah, team that was playing against Swallows is not the team that was playing against Tondolo.
Yes, sir.
You see, so Pirates change again, and it's not the team was playing against SuperSport United. But because of the quality Pirates players they have, Pirates got quality players. Compared to Samanyama team, the next to SuperSport United, next to after Sundowns. But Preez, truly speaking, there's a lot of involvement at Orlando Pirates.
Over and above the coach?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lot of involvement. A player this week and the next game will be on the bench. Doesn't make sense. It tells you good corner bang phone. Yeah, bon. So it is not. I know winning
combination,
yes.
And like we don't know what to expect from
the team that is consistent. I know Preez. So I know winning combination, winning team. I can put it that way. Abaga wina na manje. Team will change every day. Woto ngabona dlala. Kusasa qala ne game. Last game it didn't play. Sometimes they play.
Or sometimes they play him consistently, but he doesn't deliver, and they
not
still
even
play
substituting. They play Marco on the right hand side, and they expect him to be a wing back, go forward, and cross with the right foot, and it's a left foot. And then Monyana do the on the bench, and then Monyane played well on the games. So Timia I can compliment that Pirates find a good goalkeeper after many years. The boy is good. One of the greatest talent. He can play in Kumchita. Good technique, good handling, the situation, recover properly. Number reflexes are right. So, defense yeah. So, Pirates will win an experience. Not got into the Pirate game. Yeah.
So now score sitting according to you 1-0, 2-0?
Yeah, 2-1. Yeah.
2-1. Okay. No, that's fair enough. Okay, so let's talk about Kaizer Chiefs taking on Stellenbosch. What are your thoughts on that match?
Yeah, Stellenbosch, they've got the best front three. Reyners from SuperSport, their former player is back. He just scooped recently the play of the month. They've got Mendieta that is wanted by Kaizer Chiefs. Yeah, they've got quality players, my brother. And younger ones as well. Titus. Yeah, very good players. They've got Mtetwa. But at the back, the goalkeeper, Steven Sage, is letting them down. I watched their previous game whereby they were playing against, if it's Swallows, if I'm not mistaken, they won 6-3. You can't score 6, goalkeeper allowed 3 goals. The last time they play, I watched the game, I don't know which team, I can't remember what Utswa. Ball far. It was a diagonal ball, not a cross from the center. The set piece nailing on the center on the right hand side. By Shapa Tsopaling, D-line. They score without the Usna goalkeeper. So Mfetu, Baleko goalkeeper there, and at the back, bit loose. but they've a good team. They've improved. It's not going to be easy for Kaizer Chiefs. Yes, Stellenbosch, they're going to score. But Kaizer Chiefs, they will score a couple of goals. I think Chiefs tomorrow, they're going to win. One, their players, they've never been called for a national team. I'm sure them a player also from Wibonisi coach. They never been called, imagine. So, Chiefs going to win, my brother, for me. Because of my player about Bizango national team, Bazofunu Bonisi coach with Tinati AFCON. And it's a disaster. Big team like that, Ningabiz Montewan, Babizama play Pirates and Sundowns. Bazofunu was prover. And another thing, they played, even if Ba win, they're still under pressure. They play 4 games with one advantage player. Marikat 4 games in a row, they failed to score. They will want to win this game, but it's not going to be. Stellenbosch, they turn their corner. So Chiefs is going to win. The score, it can be 3-2, 3-0.
Okay.
Or even them, 3-2 or 2-1.
2-1, yeah.
But Stellenbosch is going to concede. Yeah, Chiefs is going to win tomorrow.
Okay, so now in the last game for this weekend that we're going to be covering on Itiski TV is Mamelodi Sundowns taking on Cotton Sport. So what are your thoughts on that, sir?
Yeah, Mamelodi Sundowns already qualified, but because of their professional, angeke bafuna ukudliwa to this game. And they've got the depth. Anyone not ongena lapha Preez quality. Not akuna team engcono ayikho and there is no ayikho lento match fitness. Credit to people ama physical trainer wabo. Whoever was training the team physical trainer. And credit to Rulani Mkwena. I-team yakhe really yonke ready. Mabangadlalisa uKapinga is going to be the same. Badlalise Domingo is going to be the same. Badlalise Nazir is going to be the same. So i-team yabe grand, i-balance, and the experience in this trophy. Badle alakhli Trizi. And babuye badle i-Royal within 2 days 5-1. 5-0. Is it 5-0, 5-1? Yeah. They're going to beat that team because that team, I don't know much of them. Mangfunda Jema States, yes, they're a good team in terms of I'm a player about the more physical. Yes, physical. And the Bazoens they're going to make it difficult for Sundowns, but not beating them. Because but I've never been research. I've never watched them play, yes.
Okay, so now we're about to wrap up the show. We're just giving you a young opportunity to send us your voice notes with regards to today's topic. So now we're just asking you about like the fixtures this weekend. Number to dial is 074-940-7992. But for now, let us pay ads and then wrap it up. The hour of it's 5 p.m. This is Itiski TV or Itiski Radio, brought to you by Itiski TV, as well as World Sports Betting, as well as DSTV. Kalibitsokena Offense Wahapile High. Known to everybody else as Drizzy. In studio we have Justice Chabalala, as well as our football analyst. So now, as we get closer and closer to the wrap up of the show, I know that there was a genuine concern for Kaizer Chiefs supporters, especially when none of them got called up to represent the country. And here they are, Bafana have qualified to be a part of the AFCON Cup. What are your thoughts and sentiments towards Kaizer Chiefs players not being a part of Bafana? And what is the message then to the country about the team?
Yeah, truly speaking, numbers don't lie, Fitch. Yeah, we've been saying, even if they're winning, game, maybe they're winning, but win a game, draw. Yeah. Sometimes they lose. They lose maybe 3 games in a row. You saw once coach was very under pressure, like he won against Orlando Pirates, he was safe, and then he won 3 games in a row. But the way you won, all the game began a one player advantage.
And he still was not able to like capitalize.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, inkinga ukuthi abanye abantu leyanto le it's a history. And the coach national team it my bag with why these players they fail to score, especially Senkula starting ama attacker. And why attackers they can't break with the fans aside in love. I mean these players the team abadlala now are short. They shot with one player and it happened in a row. They never scored. Imagine. And truly speaking, if they wanna play golden arrows leading 2-0 and can't be Baba Dlule, arrows win 3-0. Chiefs scored first 2-0. And come a game where there's a game they won last game, but got 2 goals. And then that team they scored 2 goals. And the Chiefs got the penalty, which is Urievri ngicabanga le obaphile yabona. Urievri okay, Kaizer Chiefs didn't do nothing wrong, but the referee and himself official in the plan. And look at the chances they create.
And they're not able to like also finish.
Converted those chances. So crazy disaster. So he coached my period. Look, this is AFCON qualifiers. It's break it to make it for me.
And we need the best.
I promised the fans ukuthi bangaqualifying bangibulala. Obenza whatever. If he's not qualifying South Africa and then he must give him the ticket. And he had to pick the best players. Funny enough, he's never picked Sundowns players since he's arrived here. Because he will never pick Sundowns players. But this time,
he had to, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, numbers don't lie. So, Kaizer Chiefs khona into bengayenzi kahle Preez. Yeah, khona into bengayenzi kahle. Especially my players who can blame a coach, but even themselves players, they must also take a
rest of the occasion.
Yes,
put their hand up.
Yeah.
Okay. And then okay. So now, what are your parting words as we wrap up the show with regards to the DSTV Premiership as well as moving forward?
Yeah, DSTV Premiership, Preez must do things right, my brother. In terms of advertisement, DSTV Premiership they're doing very well. Yeah, but the standard of football lie. Angesicamba manga Preez scale mfethu thina angesicamba manga eyine too much scale. And truly speaking ingishami kakhulu because when you look at Pirates, especially team kaDukuduku Khanye, MTC yabo the way badlala ngakhona first team yabo ayidlali njengabo. We've been emphasizing not Dukuduku asesela isitudio with Diski TV. Would play with wingers. That's how Chiefs and Pirates play. Play with skillful attacking players. Defenders, let be defenders. Let them be defenders. And Ungan, I think, is playing. Yes, I support the full back, right back and left back when it's necessary. Center back can push forward, but defensive use them kavela. Rely on attacking. And Ungan is playing. But Pirates first team, they're not playing that way. But they're speed, but they're moving back. And it's funny. That's why I need to go combination. And Ungan is doing well there. I wish they could buffoon it now.
Or do you think they should actually take Mr. Khanye and make him the head coach?
Yeah. Or making
or play off the same template, Huntler.
Team one. I mean, kick MTC. It's one leg away from one step away from the senior side. Yeah, the senior side. So Ungan is applying whatever we're trying to say, allowing those players to express them. Chiefs and Pirates very like Sundowns. No. You need skillful players to dribble to eliminate. A player also in the crowd to be society in love. Mandlane Sundowns, Mele Senior and Zekutin Shivar, right? True. My player Sundowns, Chiefs if things drop people, shoulder, quick feet, we want them for now, we singing a boxing in a 2-3. And Kukuban Banum Dow. Crowd mangenyawo Chiefs fans Sundowns fans ngeke abe nganga Chiefs irrespective of what and wherever lama player lawo njengoba ngitshela Preez they must win bazame in most ukuthi even if noma ngabe badliwe ngikhuluma nga Chiefs Pirates they must try. You understand? Obvious amanye ama team will follow because those are main team. Ngikhuluma nga DStv Premiership 2 main team. Chiefs and Pirates. If
Yes, sir.
you lose as a team and then but Simbonilu number 12 or number 10, big up to the boy. Iba is in faith. You understand? I mean, I'm fans. Tomorrow when you go to when Manju we born up, whereby play one balbambi bola, whereby Shama Mshambe ishayela amaflate. Chiefs isangene ground in ingeni omapa.
So we've lost that flair altogether. We lost the culture of
Shama flate chemical is your pela, whereby amavuvuzela, whereby team yabo. Even if they lost Basha izandla but it's but
we played, we gave our all.
Players they're not expressing themselves now. Kalichi mean don't tell you. They limit these players babadlalisa bo two touch mabafike ekhoneni mele cross and you'll fight with strikers. Instruction yakho if you go to the corner just two touches cross. If there's no one there will fight with him. Where does that come from? A player is on the corner kunomuntu phambi kwakhe it doesn't mele yenze abe ne extra touch, take that player on angene eboxini, create so many chances. Kube nama opportunity he cross when there's someone here. Limshaye kube corner kick sesine hope ukuthi corner kick it can be it's a half of a chance. So players they're not creative. And the players kamele kibe bona ba solving the problem ka rough pitch.
Okay, but then now with the whole introduction to quote unquote modern day football, do you think that South African teams are trying to like I could say establish that within their style of play?
Preez, with modern it's very easy to adapt. You can adapt modern. Modern is just a weight, bro.
That's my point. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Totally counter pressing, counter attack. You know, whatever counter pressing. You understand? Or let's press them. Counter pressing, pressing into one. Yeah, I want to say that. Counter pressing, the pressing into one. A transition and counter attack into one.
Oh, so they just changed the words.
Yeah. But these players, there's nothing like that. If you clever, God gave you a talent. Nobody can take. If you can put Ronaldinho now and tell him to play the game, you can tell he's star. I mean, he trip on a magupi, no maganshan. And magmele gube serras, yawaz gube tibe serras. But you can't change the way he's playing. Equality is equality. So these players, a South African Jabang Chela. Support now you play because you know somebody. Not because you deserve. You deserve to be there. They don't do proper research as well. We understand. I mean, if sometimes they're gonna go to School of Excellence, Bani Development Academy, Bani MTAGAS, MTC under 19, under 17.
Why are they developing them if they're gonna go to? Okay,
and spending money.
I understand.
You understand? So what does tell is Cheluguti na talent. Yes, well they're doing great. Rulani School of Excellence for me they're producing superstars. Yeah. Ngalili Academy with School of Excellence. Bom Shalifa they're doing great now, James. That's the only academy ibone ba possible with intensity high. Players very fluid. Playing similar style of play as South African identity. Allowing players to express themselves. Balance yonke into the kicking up with is School of Excellence. All division you can tell with balance and background. And Guamanya division, Guamanya academy, what are they doing? So Trizy, we farm fit. Politics and football is not the same, my brother. Safa must do the right thing, I'll be honest to you. And you must stop making noise with people. Threats to people. Whereby people they must say something, they must lie. We have to lie. If we tell the truth, you understand. Threats and stuff. And then we're gonna keep quiet until when? We not say we're gonna talk no ganja, and we respect people. Football is a game of opinion, bro. But truly speaking, that's not the way, bro. South African football, there's a way. Maybe change, maybe we see school soccer. They must appoint the national team. All the development structured. Gulama team 16 must be properly. But Chiefs and Pirates Sundowns will last demand a corner more. And Chiefs and Pirates Chiefs and Pirates they must bring a winger. They must bring attacking skillful players centrally. They must bring defenders who can start the ball at the back. They must bring players who can turn things around individual. Sometimes you don't see players that dribble, passing players. People who Chiefs we need that skillful players. Dribble laban bawe. Yabo players ita from a pukuin at the early age babume comfort zone. Promoting players and why taking away these cups lama cup lawa this tournament abo charity spectacular because the Yoma tournament was for another player now. And now you bring this tournament that doesn't even make sense. A foreign player that come international must be ×3 than the player that we have in South Africa. If you can implement that, I think South Africa can grow, yeah.
Okay, so now that basically concludes the show for today. How did you feel about the show today? Be sure to send us your comments or suggestions on our Itiski Facebook page. And be sure to follow Mr. Junior Khanye across all social media platforms. We have Steezy, Mr. Justified as well. Follow the podcast there as well. And on my side, I'm getting offense Wahab High. And yeah, that just basically concludes the show today. So now till next week, we will see you then, man.